All right, on our fifth or sixth hand, I guess it is actually, we're going to take a look at hand E, and this time a little different cards for the south. We've added a 10 of spades, how thoughtful, and rather than a jack of clubs, a queen of clubs. That means rather than 19, we have 20 high card points. 2 distribution gets us up to 22. Sounds like a 2 club opener. But wait, let's take a look at our semi-self-sustained suit. Indeed we do. 5 long, and now we have 4 honors and the connected 9, maybe 9.5. So yes, semi-self-sustained suit. I'd call it self-sustaining with the connected 9, wouldn't you? Right? Okay, so we have 1 loser in spades, 1 in hearts, and 1 in clubs. Losers 3. Yeah, we're going to open 2 clubs. Now sure, we have to get to our partner's hand, but with 20 high card points, that leaves 20. 3 players left. 3 into 20 is how much? Almost 7, 6 2/3. So yeah, we think we can get to our partner's hand and do a finesse in the heart suit if nothing else. So, okay, we'll go ahead and open 2 clubs. North, you would almost like to bid 3 clubs, wouldn't you? But you want 2 of the top 3 honors. We're not going to make a lesson of the 2 club opener and responses here, but I think 2 diamonds waiting. Let your partner bid a major suit. You have a singleton and a doubleton in the majors. Show some respect rather than taking too much oxygen out of the room right away. So 2 diamonds, the artificial response. Back to the south hand, 2 spades, showing a 5 card or longer spade suit. Norris says, yeah, it figures, I have a singleton. They'll be bidding 3 clubs, which is a double negative, saying I don't sound like I have anything here, at least at this point. That's the apparent. And so they're going to rebid 3 clubs begrudgingly. Wish they had another bid, but 4 clubs seems a little bit stiff. Some of you may want to do that, but it doesn't give your chance a partner to rebid the spade suit. Indeed, after 3 clubs south, you might almost want to rebid that spade suit as though it's a 6 card suit, don't you? But hearing the club suit, you can't hardly help but want to bid clubs, even though it could be an artificial bid. This is an awkward auction, isn't it? All of a sudden, that having that 10 of spades and the queen versus the jack of clubs has almost turned out to be a curse. But these things happen sometimes, and this is a hard one to bid. At any rate, this is more about play and not about bidding, but ultimately, let's assume that they find their way to 6 clubs. All right, the opening lead, you recall, was the king of diamonds. We won it with the ace. East, you got a little sloppy there. You played the 7 from 8-7. Remember, high-low with the doubleton. It might help your partner because they have 5 and 5 in diamonds. You want to have a chance on how that's going to break. Okay, so winning the ace. This south, once again, mistakenly plays that first 3 rounds of clubs, which can do, but that presents the problem. We play the ace of clubs, it shows out, so it's 3-0, and they get a little bit tentative. They want to play some more. They play the ace of spades, and then another spade, and they rough it. Okay, they play 2 more rounds of clubs, 1 to the queen, and then another up to the jack, and the 3 are out. But what we've done when we do that, as you'll recall, it means we have to play the finesse. And so indeed, we play a diamond, we rough it. We play a jack of spades, but this time we have the jack 10-9, so at least we don't have a broken sequence. But still, think about it, it's where it takes the finesse, the roughing finesse, that finesse of the honor, the king behind our jack. Well, that's a little bit of a stretch, isn't it, to do that? And so that isn't such a good line of play versus roughing it out. Now, when you think about it, when we had the queen, jack 10, did it really actually matter in this situation? No, it didn't. It could have been ace and 4 little, as far as that goes, unless you're going to play this line of play with the roughing finesse. But if we had just played the best line of play, which was to go ahead and rough the suit out, save a couple rounds of trump, assuming for that 4-3 break, 62% of the time is better than 50, right? Then you have a better line of play. Okay, did we reinforce that enough? I hope so. Next hand. Okay, bridge fans, we're getting near the end. We're up to hand number F. I think it's about the 7th in our series. And south, once again, you get to keep that 10 of spades. Thank you. And how about in clubs? Sorry, this time it's ace 5 times. But we like our semi-self-sustaining suit in spades. That was 4 honors, 5 long, and with the 9, I'd call it a self-sustaining suit. So yes, we'll count our losing trick count. 1 loser in spades, none in diamonds, 1 in hearts, and 2 in clubs. This time it's the ace 5 times. In fact, if we had just 5 little, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, it would only be 3 losers. We have a lot of re-entries. So with 4 losers, though, let's go ahead and open it 1 spade. Over to the west hand, you have a 5, 4, 3, 1. I don't think you should overcall. You have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 high card points. But with a singleton king of clubs unknown value, you might count it for 2. You might count it for nothing. Jack 10, third of hearts, I don't think so hot. Yeah, you do have the king, queen, 10 of spades or diamonds, but I don't think that's really has a lot of value to you. So just pass. To the north hand, tough one. Well, you have the ace, queen of hearts. That's a help. And we do have jack 5 times in each of the minor suits. Who knows what that's worth? You're going to have to bid 1 no trump. You don't like it, but you've got to bid it. You can't come in at the 2 level. Over to the east hand. Well, you've got 6 hearts to the nothing, 9, 8, and a queen 10, double 10 in clubs. No, don't bid. Back to south. Strong jump shift, 3 clubs. Yes, as I said, even if there were 5 little and you had 4 losers, that would be your bid. Show your shape until you find a fit. And after 3 clubs, north will bid 4 clubs. Going beyond 3 no trump, showing that they have interest in slam. If you're playing minor wood, this would be a minor wood call rather than 4 no trump ace gasking. You went 3 no trump, you bid the suit. Tell me about your aces. Some of you play the other variation, which is the other minor, in which case you would bid 4 diamonds, but we won't get into that in this lesson. Okay, you're in 6 clubs, and that's the point of the play here. Once again, the lead is the king of diamonds going to our ace. Over to east. Good on you. You played the 8 from 8, 7 of diamonds, playing your count. I like that. And this time we've got a little interesting situation here on the play. Do you see it? Yeah, you've only got 2 honors in the club suit. You're missing the king, the queen, and the 10. Well, they could be 2-1 either way. We would hope they're not 3-0. What's the odds of that? You know, I had to look it up. I don't see this very often. It is 78% that it's 2-1. 22% that it's 3-0, which means that 3-0, less odds than having those splits we talked about before on the when we have 6 card suits and they have 7. So yeah, we're going to play it as though we can drop one of those honors, one of the big honors there from our opponents. Okay, so that be it as it may, so we can go ahead and play a ace of clubs, and thank goodness one of the honors. They were 2-1. They were that 78%, a little bit more than 3/4 of the time. Okay, that's good. So this time we don't have to worry about that ace of hearts. We do have it. In fact, here again, we've got those mirrored values, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 high card points, but only 2 tricks. That queen of hearts doesn't help us a bit when we've got the king doubleton on the other side. So, okay, I guess we can go ahead and play that last club, let them have it, and hopefully, with good play, we're in good shape. So we're going to have them come to a spade to us. We are not going to take the gambit and on the finesse. That's that 50-50 chance. Instead, we're going to go by the 62% chance, right? That 4-3 split. Okay, and we do have plenty of entries. So we're going to play a spade and rough it. Play an ace of hearts, fine. We can come back with the heart this time. We don't have to worry about the blocking or the transportation of the heart suit. And we can go ahead and play another spade. They both play again. Remember, the clubs are all out now. So we're just, as long as they're not 5-0, and that's not the case here. So good, we play a diamond, rough it again, rinse, wash, and repeat, and we play another spade, and finally the 4 spade to the king shows up, And we're making our slam. Pay a diamond back to our club, play a spade, and play a club. And we've made our 12 tricks. All right, excellent job. We have one final hand. A little different twist. Come on, let's take a look at it. Okay, Bridge Thrill Seekers, we've reached our last hand. This is hand number G, about our 8th hand here in the series. And South has the same hand. That was the opening of 1 spades with the 4 losers. This time West has a different hand. It is a 6, 4, 3, 0. So hearts, Jack 6 times. In spades, King 4 times again. And in diamonds, this time it's King, Queen, 10. Interesting. To the north hand, same once again. That was that Jack 10, 5 times of clubs. Well, we've given him the 10. That's a little bit of a help, perhaps, as we'll see. In hearts, Ace, Queen again, singleton, small spade, and Jack 5 times the diamonds, responding 1 no trump. In the east this time, it's a 4 triple 3. King, Queen 3 times in clubs, nice connected honors. Little else, only 9s and below. To the south hand, we'll do the strong jump shift to 3 clubs. North is going to not sign off in 3 no trump. Is going to bid 4 clubs. Those of you playing the minor wood, this starts the ace asking. If not, hopefully you'll still have some methods to get to 6 clubs. But you've got all the aces and you've got a 10 card club fit. Hopefully you'll find it. All right, at 6 clubs though, this time East makes a double. Well, that's not very friendly, a penalty double. So, I guess we'll let it play. 6 club doubled, and the opening lead, once again, is going to be that King Diamond. You wish you had the 9 connected with it, but you're looking to get a trick, so we'll go ahead and play the King, and South wins it with the Ace. Okay, well, this time we're missing the King, Queen, not the 10, but the 3, and where do you think they'll exist? Where do you expect to find them? Yeah, I think over on this side of the hand, the person who doubles. Now, it could be they've got some kind of surprise on spade suit because we're over them, right? The person who doubled this is an East, and we're behind them. If they've got the King, we could finesse that. We'll probably still want to think about playing that 4-3 split. You may have some other ideas on this, but for sure, we're going to play all 3 clubs, I believe, with that hand. After all, they did do a double, so they probably got something nasty in store for us. So I'm going to go by that 22% chance, not the 78% this time. Let's see how this turns out. All right, so we've won the Ace of Diamonds. We'll go ahead and play Ace of Spades and rough it, and thank goodness they're both following. So remember, we have 6, they have 7, they've played 4, there's 7, they've got 3 left. We've roughed it in the south hand. Now, mind you, they've got King, Queen, and 2. So if we rough with anything above that, as long as they don't win both the King and Queen, we're in deep clover. All right, so we've played the 3 of clubs. We'll go ahead and play a diamond and rough it, play another spade, and thank goodness they fell 3-3, so somebody has the 4th one. We don't know if it's East or West at this point in time. Immaterial, as they say. All right, we can go ahead and play another diamond and rough it again. So at this point in time, how do we want to play it? Well, we want to go ahead and come back with the spade and rough it with the 5. Whoever's got the King and whoever's got the rough, fine. They did play the King, we played the 5, and they had to win it with something above their 2, which was the King or Queen. So they've won 1 trick, and they're back on lead. If they play a King, well, they finesse themselves in clubs. So they're going to play something else. They'll play that heart up to our Queen, giving to Caesar what belongs to Caesar in the dummy. And at this point in time, we can go ahead and play a diamond, rough it. Do you see where we're going? We can play a heart back to the ace. And who are we going to finesse? The person who doubled. They effectively put a kick me sign on their back, didn't they? We wouldn't have played that way if they hadn't doubled. But when they doubled, we're going to play them for all 3 of the clubs, that 22%. So in a way, I guess they thought they had a good chance to make some extra points. Just setting a slam, isn't that really enough? I think so. Sometimes it's better to be that proverbial snake in the grass when you've got 3 of them like that. Just let them make their normal lines of play and you can set the contract. But in this case, when we put the flag up there, the red flag, to the bull says, okay, we're going to go ahead and finesse you then. And that's what the situation is here. So coming back with the club, we let it ride, and the finesse works. We play another one. We take that last club, finessing it, and we win the spade. So that was one where we did a promotion. We did a finesse, and we did some rough. Sometimes it takes all 3 of them, doesn't it? Very good. Bridge odds are a curious thing, aren't they? Well, we don't really have jokers in the game of bridge, but sometimes we do at the table, don't we? So in the situation of bridge, we took a look at odds today. And in the situation, which is not too uncommon, whereas we've got a lot of points, but we need to promote a side suit. In this case, it was a side suit major where we had slams in the minors. Hard to bid. Yet we love to get slam bonuses when we can find a good 9 or 10 card fit in a side suit minor. Great, we'll go for it. The lessons learned today. Well, first off, we looked at the odds of promoting a suit when it's 5-1. We have 6, they have 7. Most of the time it's a 4-3, that 2/3 of the time, or 62%. Then it came to the issue, do we try finessing when it's a 5-1? Well, I suppose if a person didn't adjust their cards and we had seen it, we're not supposed to look, I suppose we could make use of that information. So if we saw that it was onside, we finesse to our ace-queen, then do some roughs. If it was offside, we play that roughing finesse as we saw from the other side. But assuming we're honest players and the cards in the opponent's hands are kept close to their chest, we just have to play ball. And how do we play ball? Well, we use some of our strategies. We used that promotion strategy by roughing the suit out, didn't we? Playing for that 4-3. It's better than playing for that finesse, the 50-50 chance, which worked when it was with the roughing finesse situation here, but if you play the other way, well, it would go down. It could be that the suit was King Doubleton or King Tripleton. Fine. Makes it a much easier game for you to make your slam. But we didn't want to make it too easy today. We wanted to have to do it the old-fashioned way. What? Right. We had to earn it. So we took a look at some of the odds when an opponent doubled. Yeah, it's like putting a kick me sign on their back, wasn't it? We knew how to play the finesses then. So we played for 3-0 on the club suit. That 22% of the time, rather than the 2-1, which happened 78% of the time. So in that situation, we learned something about the opponents. Sometimes we go more than just the odds when we have, what? Additional information. So I hope you enjoyed this, and in the future we'll take a look maybe at some 6-5 hands. Isn't that interesting, the old 6-5 come alive? Probably don't even need as many high card points as what we've seen here. Remember the criteria, 4 or 5 losers with some good working honors. Then how about where it's a 6-3-3-1? Well, sometimes we might have to make a strong jump shift with that, rather than rebidding a no trump, especially if you have something like ace, king, queen in one of the side suits and 3 babies in another. It sort of feels like with all your points in 2 suits, even though one of them's a 6 and one of them's a 3, sometimes desperate times call for, yes, desperate measures. So until next time, I hope you have a good day playing bridge. Thanks for coming by, and take care. We'll see you again soon. Bye now.